west, the far west, right? And the Army of Arkansas. This was the first thing I wanted to cover. Let's go ahead. Let's hit the play button. But I want to go ahead and bring up Benjamin McCulloch. He's now back in Arkansas, and I have assigned him to take some river transports down to Little Rock, okay? I want to make sure we cover that. We're going to leave this region out here and western Missouri and Kansas to our 1st Indian Cav and the Army of the West. I've pretty well decided that, unless we think that we can make noise in Missouri again. But Benjamin McCulloch here, I think it's time for him to go ahead and step down. He's got an older brother, Henry McCulloch, if you guys didn't already know, who is out east, right? So we'll go to the Army of Virginia's, I think it's Magruder's wing. Yes, McCulloch is a division commander out here, right? All right, so we would need to replace him. But what I want to do is I want to promote him to Major General. All right, and then we're going to replace him. Is there already somebody available that would be good? Ledbetter, Alexander Reynolds, and Porterfield. Reynolds is not bad as a division commander. Let's go for it. Okay, it'll be Reynolds' division now under Magruder's wing. And now Henry McCulloch will become available. There we go, $1 super chat. Thank you for doing that, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Flint Westwood. Don't have anything to say there. It doesn't look like. I don't see it, but thank you for the $1, my man. Appreciate you. Let's go back in the chat, see what folks have to say. It's a yee. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, I think this idea about going ahead with a winter offensive in Kentucky is possible. I'm thinking about it. Wilson Raiders for the Cigar Fund, $5, sir. Cigar Fund, musket fire. Yes, in the background. So soothing indeed. And by the way, compliments for my voice. Guys, know a little something about me, I suppose. All you members and everybody who's in lucky enough to be in early for tonight, using my voice is absolutely how I once made a living. And so I will tell you that it is a treat to be able to use that same skill and that same talent doing this here for you. I even kind of like it more. So there's that. Thanks for kind of appreciating that. And maybe I'll get into reading audiobooks or narrating audiobooks one of these days. We'll see. So we want to then replace McCulloch, right, with his brother. Okay, now how famous is... All right, he's legendary. So this is going to be tough. He is, I think, an Arkansas guy. Nope, a Texas guy. So what is Texas's support right now? 96. So let's see what happens when we demote. It will be a demotion because Benjamin McCulloch will eventually take over a division with McGowan, Iverson Jr., and some artillery most likely. We'll have 3 divisions of infantry and 1 division of cavalry in the Army. Here we go. Boom. So here goes nothing. Henry McCulloch takes over the Army, and then we'll form a new division with Benjamin McCulloch, a brigadier general. It will have these 2 brigades and 1 battery, all right? And we'll put Clark in there too, who was furloughed. Boom. And let's just give him this other one too. Why not? That way we can use McCulloch on the field for a lot of rallying type of activities. But here we go. Henry McCulloch now takes over as commander of the Army of Arkansas. Okay? And that was kind of the very first thing I wanted to talk about. Now, that move has been made. We are waiting, waiting, waiting. It's coming. It's coming soon. I just know it. We want rifled artillery. Bingo. It's coming. It's about, I think, a week or so away. Maybe less. All right. So we're looking for that's coming next. But the other thing was to jump in here and add some artillery to this army, the Army of the Northwest, right? And also, I do think it would be smart for us to go ahead and add a new division. We'll go ahead and let Ledbetter command it as the former Army commander of the Army of Northwest. I think that works for me. Let's put... And we also need to upgrade these guys' weapons. So Ledbetter and 3 brigades with Hill's artillery. Randall as kind of a reserve cavalry unit. And then Stewart's cavalry brigade with Cook and Ledbetter as division commanders here in the Army of the Northwest led by Joe Johnson. We'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try that one of these days. And whoever guessed radio has got it. So now we need weapons, right? Springfield rifled musket. Yeah, Imboden, let's get him some Springfield muskets. These guys are pretty new. Oh, Springfield rifled musket. Okay, let's give these guys some. Not enough August is fine. Lorenz rifles, let's do it. That's fine. Chambliss, they're new, but it'll work. All right. So, the broader strategic discussion, I was pretty excited to get to this, okay? So we have already committed to the tariffs, right? So the question I have is for you guys to consider, how should we implement these tariffs? What do you guys think? My idea is we should do it gradually because we'll top out at 50%, right? We'll be able to go up. I want to go up gradually because what tariffs will do is they will make all of the imports of weapons, they will make that even more expensive than it already is. So let's look at the Lorenz right here. 645K left. Oh, we've already gotten in all of the Lorenzes. So let's order some more. Right, okay, so I think this is quite a bit. It's not that expensive yet. So let's order some more. Let's order 10,000 of those for 6.5 million. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to spend on guns, gentlemen. I'm willing to spend on guns. How much would the Augustin be? Right here. Okay, we're still waiting on our 25,000 pieces for 21 million. Right, okay. So, right, and it takes a little longer too the more the blockade is affecting things. That helps to slow down the actual import of the stuff. But for another 6.5 million, another 10,000 pieces, take 40 days, I guess, to get here. I'm fine with that right there. Let's make that order. Boom. Also, let's take a look. What do we have right now for cannons? 12-pound. Let's go rifle, musket, rifle, carbine, smoothbore gun, carbine, breech loader, rifle gun, howitzer, breech loading rifle, siege mortar. Yeah, we want that. Rifled carbine. Let's get rid of these, this. Boom, pow. Don't need that. Okay. So we have 2 of the 10-pound Parrott rifles. 1 3-inch ordnance, 1 12-pound field gun. 163 6-pounders. And we still have a ton of the 24-pound howitzers and the 12-pound howitzers. Okay, got it. So we can't put together a new battery of anything except for 12-pound Napoleons, which is what we will do in Johnson's Army of the Northwest right here. Let's give him another couple of batteries right here. Let's take him from... This game's making me sweat, gentlemen. This game's making me sweat. And by the way, we need to get Texas troops. And we need to get New Mexico Territory troops involved. We've got volunteers that don't even know where to go. Let's go North Carolina. Let's do a big battery. Bigger the better. Let's go with that right there. Boom. Okay, we're going to immediately go and be a 12-pound Napoleon battery. Oh. That's 6 guns, right? Okay, cool. And then what we'll do is we'll do another one that's 12-pound Napoleons. Again. We'll make Virginians. But this time we're going to do a 3-gun battery, which I think is this right here. And let's go butternut bottoms, light gray top. Okay, and then I think they'll give us the ability to do, yeah, boom. And now Johnson will have 19 guns with those 9 Napoleons added, right? Okay, and then I would say we do one more battery of the... Let's go Alabamans. And we'll do a big one, and this will be... Let's go butternut Alabamans. Right, that looks good. And this one, I'm going to make into the old 12-pound howitzers. Those have... Or no, 24-pound howitzer with range. Boom. We'll have 3 kind of as a reserve battery here for Johnson's Army of the Northwest, which likely will become a Johnson's wing in the future, the Army of Virginia. So, let's see what you guys have been saying about the thing I had asked about. Okay, the tariffs, right. Fornicator. Yeah, I think we need to add some Texas and Arkansas troops. Okay, we're doing a little spending here. We're at triple B minus, which I think we'll need to add these Arkansas and Texas troops to the Army of the West. Okay, so Anderson gets another brigade of infantry from Texas. Bingo. We're going to make it a smaller one. Okay. We'll go butternut and boom. I like that. Boom. Let's get them Springfield muskets if we can. Let's do that. Boom. Augustin rifled musket. Bagby Jr., a colonel. He's a volunteer. We'll go ahead and allow that. Unless, can we... boop, boop, boop. Civil rank... Thomas Harrison. He's not that good. He's a Mexican War veteran. So, Bagby Jr., interesting. He's actually pretty darn good. He's a Mexican War veteran, too. He came in as a colonel. I'll take that, fine. Army of the West also gets some Arkansas troops. Ooh, that actually reminds me. Did we furlough an Arkansas brigade, though? We gotta check that out. Okay, Nicaragua. Oh, wow. We furloughed some Nicaraguans. Nice. Yeah, we did furlough an Arkansas brigade. We also need to upgrade their weapons a little. Okay, so I would say we're good on Arkansas troops. We just need to add those Texas troops here to the Army of the West, which is going to come down that way. We are in the red now with McCulloch. He's going to need to recover for some time. We're going to have our Navy here ready. We're going to be on offensive. We're going to be patrolling. Wait, no. We need to go patrol and then come up to there. These are the things that must be done, gentlemen. Oh, New Mexico, New Mexico, New Mexico. New Mexicans, New Mexicans. Yes, I think we should have New Mexico cavalry. I agree. And Indian Territory troops, too. So let's go Cav, 1,250 of them. New Mexico. Boom, I like that. Bingo. Under Thomas Taylor. No thanks. Let's go with a professional cavalryman, whomever we might have. Lucius Walker. George Anderson. John Pegram. And let's go with John Bowen right here. All right. Let's do it. He'll be a breveted colonel. It'll be a bit of a disorganized army. We've got Albert Pike and Kershaw also as cavalry. Let's combine them and keep Pike in place. We lost him. Oh, that's right. Oh, he can only command... okay. It says we can't use him. All right, well, we'll just say that he got pulled off the line. Kershaw will take over his cavalry. The Army of the West will end up with about 6,500 men, 5 guns. Let's go ahead. Add another 82 little artillery battery there. Also from Texas. Here we go. Grab your drinks, boys. A toast to all those grognards watching tonight. It's a toe tapper. We toe tap it. Try to keep it lively. More Indians. Ooh, boy, my feet are smoking after that one. Holy moly. Okay, so Pike makes his return in charge of quite a few more troopers. As the 1st Indian Cav grows in size. Okay, so, and it is awful damn cold up there. I'll have to go burn some telegraph stations down again. So, let's go take out this iron. Here we go. Raid. Attack. Go get this. Go. Double time. 1st Indian Cav. Raiding continues. We're never going to let it go. All right. Here we are in situ in Little Rock. We will stay here on the defensive. Boom, pow. Very good. Now, okay, guys, I want to talk strategy with you here. I'll take a second. All right? Are we ball shoot? Do we have the rifled artillery yet? By the way, next project is going to be training manuals for our Eastern Army's benefit. Oh my God, we're so close. All right, so I want to talk about so the tariffs being implemented gradually. I think we do a nice big jump up, okay? We're going to do a nice big healthy jump up when we finally pass tariffs. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. The other thing that I keep thinking of is, like, holistically, what is it, since we're going to try for this kind of run down to intervene in Mexico and get France on our side, 1862 is going to be a really important year, okay? What I would say is that if we don't win it here in 1862, I think it's going to be important for us to set ourselves up in the position to win it in 1862. And I think that in my what I prefer is in the East, is that right when the campaign season begins and everything's fresh, is to do everything I can, no matter what we lose in Virginia, is to set the Army up so that we have one big battle that brings in all of the Union forces, if we can manage it. And we try as best we can to bring them all into one battle. We win that one battle. We drive them all off. We then follow up with a major threat to Washington, and we may hold up on taking it. What I would say is I think I want to try to plan ahead for us being in a position to take Washington by late summer of 1862. Take it and maybe not even hold it, but take it, right? Because once we take it, Union national morale will go down 20 points. And let me just show you, now that we're talking more strategy, where they are right now. See, they're at 78 right now. And if before the 1862 elections, they end up down below 60, what will happen is the Democrats will win the midterms in game. And from that point forward, the Yankee national morale will just continue to come down, down, down. And so at that point, we will have kind of de facto won the war. It'll just be a matter of finishing the fight. Because over time, even as the Yankee resource advantage will pile up, their willingness to fight the war, the quality of their troops, morale over time will just be going down, down, down. And so what I would wager is that we may find ourselves in a position, because we are pissing off Spain so much, we're going to intervene in Mexico now on top of everything we've already done, and that we may end up at war with Spain at some point before we actually win the game against the Union. So that's kind of like the best case idea for how we set ourselves up for victory in late 1862, right? I think we got to scrap the idea. I think Kentucky becomes like, if Pillow can get it, which seems like it could be a tall order, he probably will need this proposed winter offensive that I've kind of been teasing about. So let's go look at Pillow's army. Let's look at what we have on the table for the possibility of a winter offensive there in Kentucky, and let's see maybe what we might be able to do there. After, of course, we check the chat. So we'll get into this here in just a second. Let's see what you guys have to say. Yeah. Hey, we got a gifted membership from Meat Cutter. That's going to go to Wesley Willis. Welcome on in, Wesley. Welcome to the club. I don't know if you joined at a recruit or veteran level, sir, but it's going to be worth it for you, I promise. There's no doubt about it. So Pillow's army strong. Many troops that are furloughed right now. They've got about 28,000 troops. They will be up quite a bit higher than that once everybody gets back. All right, and we've got plenty of cavalry. Okay, Hayes and Morgan's troopers. And we've got the rod. Still got the rod at 2 stars and a 2-star brigade. These guys are sexy. So I would say since we have the railroad, right? And since it looks like the weather is actually not terrible, but with a whole bunch of troops furloughed, I just don't know. I think we need to wait until we're in the green. Okay, then the other thought was, is it time for us to just go ahead, you know, shrug our shoulders, throw our hands in the air and say, let's screw it. Let's just build another fort right up here. So we'll have a fort here, and a fort here. And that kind of locks up Nashville. And it gives us a little more room to play over in this part of Kentucky in the coming year's campaign is another thing that I've been thinking. I'm gonna throw that one to you, Groggies. In the saloon, you guys, what do you think? Should we go ahead and build a fort north of Nashville no matter what we decide to do? Is it time to go ahead and make that move? You guys go ahead and discuss. Please discuss. Let's look at my list here. Oh, yeah. I wanted to look at something else. Oh, are we up here rating now? Yes, sir. Okay. Here we go. First Indian Cavs getting busy. Very good, gentlemen. Would love it if we attracted the attention of these armies again. Right? That's right. We needed to talk a little bit about kind of the idea of what we're going to do as a compromise for industrialization. Okay, guys? Here's the deal. I've kind of made the decision because I want to see how this goes. I really just want to see how this goes. Win or lose the war. We've got that plan in mind that I just talked about. I want to run down the diplomacy tree and get to this here as soon as possible. Okay? I'm going to skip this for now. There's going to be a controversial decision right there. There's going to be a lot of folks in the saloon going to howl at me on that one, okay? We're going to skip this. We're going to get tariffs done. We're going to begin implementing them bit by bit. We're going to try to improve our government finances that way in the short term, the short kind of the midterm, 1862 really. Tariffs will be our friend, and then we'll probably ease back off of them again. But then we're going to go straight to this. What I am going to do to suffice that, we're going to peg industrial spending. We will bring diplomacy spending to a damn minimum. We don't need it. We really don't need it since we got the guns we were looking for, at least right now anyway. Everything will be devoted in the diplomatic effort to Mexican intervention. We may bring it to like $2 million per annum so that we can come back over here and make this useful for us, because we want to try to continue hedging European relations up while we do this. Okay? Take a little time to get this next Send Envoys project, but we can save up for that. But what I'm going to do is peg industry. Okay? I'm going to peg politics. Boom and boom. That way, and you'll see it roll over. Let's take a look right now. Okay, it's going to take 7 more days. Okay, we get to this. It'll take 30 instead of 35, I think. Then 36. Then 46. After this next day rolls over with this new boost of political funding, let's see what that looks like. I want to see what that looks like, and then maybe we'll bring the political funding back down if it seems like it's not going to be of use like I think. In the meantime, we'll begin raiding this iron mine. I want to destroy that. Yeah. And then maybe it's time to make ourselves the most useful doing some raiding over here, possibly. Although the weather is not going to be friendly. That's for sure. See what we're saying here. No, we don't. Cumberland Gap's got a fort. Cumberland Gap's got a fort, Ark. Right there. Right there. Yeah. I know, forts are expensive. Now, yeah, we're pushing regulars off. I thought about it. Decision's been made. Regulars isn't going to happen until spring, until we need them. Till they'll be, you know, we'll probably get to that. Really more when we need a big influx of troops about summertime. See, right now, here's something that's important to look at. Okay, they are bringing online more troops, okay? They are. We're getting some more back from furlough. We got enlistments that are going to be coming up in a few months, but so do they. All right, so there's that. This is important to look at, too. Total casualties for them is 75,000. For me, it's about 45, 46. Okay? They've lost a lot more men than me. And on top of that, look at this. Right here, right here. Huh? We hold 5,000 plus over 12. So we hold 17,000 Union prisoners already. And by the way, our prison camps already appear to be at capacity. And it's, you know, that's 17,000 Union soldiers who will not be returning to the fight. So 17,000 of these casualties right here are guys that are not coming back. They probably paroled a bunch of my surrendered guys, of which there are not that many. And so what I believe is that their manpower in early 1862 may not be as shocking as you might think. Now, I've seen people say that it would be good for us to build a fort over here. Are you saying here or are you saying here? Tell me that. Here, yeah. Right here. Here's that fort in the Cumberland Gap. Fort Leisure. Right there. It's bolstered by these 3,000 men, soon to be 6 or so, as wintertime continues. Got a little pickin', I like the pickin' in this song too. Don't see a whole lot else going on over here in the far west just yet. Gonna be about time for rifled artillery, I think. Gonna be about time for rifled artillery. Let's see here. I think that maybe folks have convinced me that it probably makes sense for us to just go ahead and build one here. Now, the reason why I don't put it in Nashville is they're going to come from here straight this way before they come from anywhere else. You know, they could flank it down here, I guess. So maybe it is smarter to put it. But the problem is that I can't get it right here in the town. So I gotta put it like on the way. Let's go right there. For 13 million. Now that's probably that's gonna be costly, gentlemen. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do that. Alright. Boom. And then of course, you know, call out when there's perks. And I want to try to get those training manuals done quickly. Oh, and that reminds me, unfortunately, we are going to have to go down just a little bit here. We got to offset a little bit more of that spending we're doing with industry and politics, especially politics. I'll tell you what, let's bring this. Oh, that was what we were going to look at real quick. So now, this is going to take 6 days. Okay, still 30.9. Okay, that doesn't speed that up at all. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to bring this back to where it was. 2 million's fine. Okay. Boom. That'll save us a little bit of money. I'm in the money-saving business here with the ribs. And yeah, I think we'll wait for furloughed troops to return here with the Army of Tennessee. Probably be good, yeah, to get them a little bit more artillery. And let's take a look at what they've got. Nothing but 6-pound field gun. They've been doing all this work out here with a whole bunch of like obsolete artillery. 6-pounders. Let's go ahead and combine some batteries if we could. We've got 1 gun left there. 12-pound field gun. Let's give these guys 12-pound field guns if we can. That way we can... we only have 3 pieces. Damn. I think Armistead may need to just be Captain Lewis Armistead. He's only got 1 gun. Still got 3 of the 10-pound Parrots. Nice. I think we just, boom, eliminate that. Then we come in and add a unit from, let's say, the Arizona territory. Screw it. They'll be pretty ragged, these guys. Okay, and these... Oh, shit. No. That's not what I wanted. Okay, boom, boom. We'll do a 4-gun battery. And we want to try and see if we can get them the 12-pound field guns. Shoot. Okay. Can't do it. Can't do it. Okay, James Wheeler, a volunteer. Let's replace him with a professional of artillery. Penda, how about we go Armistead Long? Okay, and Lewis Armistead with 2 stars is going to be without a command for now. Let's add a new battery to the Army. Yes. These are 6-pounders. These are 6-pounders. 4, 5, 5, 5, 4. So we really can't combine anybody right now. They're too. The batteries are still too large. But we'll add a little more here. We'll bring it in from Florida. 90. Here we go. Like that. 6-pound. Let's make these the 24-pound howitzers. Boom. No, Wheeler. We don't want you, my man. And we should go, I think, back to... Oh, Armistead's not in. Interesting. James Deering. Let's do that. He's pretty good. Okay, very well. And then we're just kind of chilling and waiting. And then I don't think I'm willing to spend the money right now on a fort over here. I just don't think I'm willing to do it. If we need to... So my idea over here is a strategy in the East once we hit the campaign season. It's like a coiled snake, right? The idea will be get the army to Culpeper Court. We're going to concentrate the army in or near Culpeper or somewhere right here along this railroad. Okay? And we'll have the Army of Virginia HQ. We'll have kind of one wing and the Army of Virginia HQ kind of here and here. And then we'll have another wing that's the advanced guard wing. And what we'll do is as soon as we see the Federals on the move into Northern Virginia, we're going to pounce. We're going to use the railroad with one wing of the Army. Make sure everything remains in command, so we'll try to catch them as they're, down close to Manassas. And then we're going to strike out. And then we'll even try to put these guys in a position to get them down here so that they can enter the battle from the other side. And I think that's what I want to try for in the first part of the spring campaign coming up, where what we're trying to do there is, so I want to talk a little bit more about this decision. Is the idea is that we have right now, we need to take advantage of a couple of things. Right now, we have better experience by a really good bit, okay? And that's one of the reasons why we're not doing regulars yet, because we lose 5 military experience from that. Basically, what you're doing is you're cherry picking all the most veteran guys from all the units around the Army, and you're bringing them into one command. Okay, so we're not doing that yet. So we have the advantage of military experience in all of our brigades and in all of our batteries. We have the advantage of better leaders right now in all of our armies, for the most part, I would say, right now, kind of as was the case in history. And then we also, I think right now, we have on par or slightly better weapons, because nowhere have I seen in any of our reports that they have done anything about their weapons. So as far as I understand it, they're working with Springfield muskets and mixed muskets in the Union armies right now, or kind of a token leftover amount. I bet you they probably have ordered up and gotten in the hands of soldiers some Springfield rifled muskets by now. So there is that. But I believe our Lorenzes, and certainly coming up our Mississippi rifles, which we're going to be able to crank out by a large number because our standardization has gone way high on those. Let me show you that, right? Check it out. Mississippi rifle standardization is right now 7. 7. I cannot wait until we're able to put in the next order. This one's done in 16 days. That's going to be something to look forward to. So while we have these advantages going into spring and maybe early summer 1862, I think our armies are going to be better as a striking force, right? I don't want to waste our leadership and our good troops sitting in entrenchments. I feel like it'd be a waste of the troops that way, just sitting there in entrenchments waiting. And essentially, I don't want to have to spend more money building many forts as defenses necessarily. I don't think our entrenchment points are going to be that high in 1862 either, playing defense the whole way. So this idea of having kind of a mobile strike force, or kind of a QRF in case the Eastern armies from Washington decide to come into Virginia, I think may be the best way to go. What are you guys saying in the chat? No James rifles yet, no. Because we're doing rifled cannons. Yeah. So going and threatening Baltimore seems like something that guys are talking about right here. I hear you guys. So the idea being you go up, you cross the Potomac, you go get Baltimore, right? I don't think I can attack D.C. from the south. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it. The last time I tried, the army that I tried to do it with just literally retreated right away. I may try that again. And the other thing about that was I think I was in the orange or something. Ooh, here they go. See, they're going to build a hospital here. So that means they're getting ready for a bloody campaign year ahead, that's for sure. Haven't seen them make any big naval moves just yet. Ah, here they come. Wow, can't believe they're moving. We don't have a depot, but we got plenty of stuff coming in. Yeah, I think the standardization on our Mississippi rifles plus, see, the Plains rifles now up to 3, right? Which reminds me, I think these boys earned themselves some Mississippi. Oh, we can't do it. Can't do the Plains Rifles either. Too big. Okay, too big of a brigade. The Louisiana Tigers. 22, also too large a brigade. Drayton and Taylor. Taylor, let's give Taylor's also Louisiana Zouaves. Can't give them. Nope. Too large. Breckenridge and Uji. Let's go. Let's upgrade these boys to some Mississippi rifles. Boom. Breckenridge. Bingo. All right, let's check Magruder's wing. Playing DJ here, boys. We're going to just make sure we get everybody the kind of guns that they need. We just don't have enough for some of these dudes. Some of these brigades are just too big. And I don't like getting rid of anybody's infields at any point, really. How about Moton? No, they don't deserve them. They don't deserve them. Let's give some troops out in Tennessee some Mississippi, or Plains Rifles, rather. Okay, there's a brigade out here that deserves them for sure. Gotta be. Woo, yeah. Wintertime helped build that fort. Hindeman, nope. Too large, too big. Okay, they've got their Plains Rifles. Bonham's brigade, they could probably go for it. Claiborne, they got their Plains Rifles already. So Bonham, let's go Plains Rifles for him. Bingo. Excellent. 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 So we'll be able to crank those out. Those orders will be done here soon. And I bet you it's time, boys. Rifled artillery. We get the 3-inch ordnance rifle, the 6-pound Weard rifle, both made from wrought iron. Okay. We're going to need machine parts, I'm guessing. Let's do it. Rifled artillery it is. And so now we can order up some. Let's take them all off and go rifled gun. The 6-pound Weard rifle. Let's do 16 pieces. Shoots 1,800 yards. What's the 6-pound Weard rifle? What are the other additional stats? What do we have here? Very good accuracy, it says. Okay, how about the 3-inch ordnance rifle? Accuracy is excellent. Okay. I think this is what we go with for now. I want to go with the Weard because it's different. They both cost the same. This one's got better range and it's got better accuracy. It's heavier, so it'll be a little slower. Caliber on this, what is it? 2.56 inch. And this is 3-inch. I got it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 16 pieces of that to get it rolling. Try to get our standardization up a little bit. Okay. We can't build this, can we? No. So let's build 16 of those for 622K. It'll take 103 days to do it. Let's go. That'll be a start. Anyway, that'll be a start. Okay, next, we're going to be driving for, boom, training manuals. And how much do we need? We need $1.5 million. We're going to get there in no time. Going to get there in no time. No trouble. Mm. 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 Whoa, hey, whoa. Somebody say something about an ironclad fleet that's building on the James? No. Okay, yeah, no, we already were planning on doing that. Mm. 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 So that's just it. Oh, the Medal of Honor is announced. Public Resolution 82 signed medals for the Army and Navy for personal valor. How about that? Valor, rather. A provision for 200 medals. Personal decorations and military medals are considered a European tradition in the U.S. The first proposal for a battlefield decoration for valor was submitted to Brevet Lieutenant General Winfield Scott, the commanding general of the U.S. Army, by Lieutenant Colonel Edward Townsend, but this was turned down. In October, the Secretary of the Navy, Gideon Wells, adopted the idea of decoration to recognize and honor distinguished naval service. On December 9th, the Chairman of the Naval Affairs submitted Bill S-82 as an act to further promote the efficiency of the Navy. This bill included a provision for 200 such medals of honor to be bestowed upon such Navy service members who distinguished themselves through gallantry in action. On this day, President Lincoln signed this bill into law. The Army shall also receive similar such medals in the near future to enlisted men of the Army and volunteer forces who have distinguished or may distinguish themselves in battle during the present rebellion. Okay, so that's going to go to the federal government troops, of course. That's not for us. Okay, we haven't been using this depot for a long time, so we're gonna burn it. We need the extra money. Mm. Mm. So, yeah, the James rifle happens with is it cast artillery? Yes. If we'd done cast artillery, we could get the James rifle. But the 3-inch ordnance gun is one that I think will be quick to produce. I think it'll do just enough, do enough damage. Does work great as a horse artillery gun, that's for sure. I used it as a frontline main artillery battery gun in my Union campaign, and my artillery batteries did pretty darn good with it, that's for sure. I don't have the detailed knowledge about, the arms and ordnance, and so I do know that they use the 12-pounder Napoleon. But with the 12-pound Napoleon, let's just take a look here if we still have it. I think we do. 12-pound Napoleon, where are you? Did we lose it? Oh, I don't think we have it anymore. Okay, we don't have it to compare with, so whatever. Less accurate, less range, pretty sure. Pretty damn deadly. As a close support gun, the 12-pound Napoleon, for sure. The James rifle, damn good gun. Damn good gun. And yes, when we get the ironclads done and ready to go, you better believe that we're going to put a good number. I think we're going to take 2 of the 3 and put them in this James River Squadron, and we're going to come blasting down through into the Chesapeake Bay, I hope. The other ironclad, I think I'm going to end up putting in a new fleet that we build in Savannah, and then we'll come out and attack this blockade fleet there, is the idea. So, ships constructed. 4 ships have been constructed during the last 3 days. The CSA Cotton, the Tuscaloosa, the Beaufort, and the Clifton All right, all right, all right. Let's take a look at those. We didn't see those a second ago. All right. We built these now. The Cotton, the Tuscaloosa, the Beaufort, the Cliff. Yeah, these are our new tin-clad gunboats. So yeah, these are going to go into. I'm saving these for use in some of the the planned fleets that I have. I think we might add to this fleet though. We've got 5 ships. Yeah, we could probably do a give these guys one of the timber-clad ships. Boom. And one of the... yeah, we don't have enough other ships. Yeah, I guess we do. Give them one of these. Boom. And then I would say these guys patrol, yeah, down to here and back. Very good, very good. Yeah, you guys do a much better job paying attention to these messages as they come by. Confederacy issues, yeah, Holland's destination, Ewell destination, McCulloch destination, all this good. Okay. All right, I think we've destroyed these mines. Very good. Let's continue raiding. Let's continue raiding. And the other thing was, yeah, so I want to look at how much farms and stuff cost to build. I'll tell you what, we're going to pull back to here, and we're going to try to get into Missouri right up there again. Okay, so if I were to start building... yeah, see, look, there's already one that's building here. I think that's new. I'm not sure. And there seems to be another one that's built here. See, you don't have to build them yourself. That's something I love about this game. I don't know if you guys know that already, is you don't have to spend government money to build the stuff that should be developed along a railroad. The game will just start building it for you because the railroad is there, right? Ain't nothing to spur investment like a railroad in 1861. Nearing Christmas time now. Oh, Colonel Grayshot recovered from his wounds. And by the way, that reminds me. Where... is TJ Jackson ready? Is TJ ready? Jackson. Doesn't look like it. Hey, we got another gifted membership. That is from Helica to Cooper Williams. There we are. There we are. All right, man. Helica, he's always giving those memberships. Man, like Christmas, baby, like Christmas. We got Christmas coming up. We got Christmas in real life, too. In-game and in real life. My God. My God. Wintry. What? A commander's been wounded? No, that's not what that said. I mean, a wounded one came back. I'm going to read... so, this is what I like to do. You know, in the midst of some of these slower times, I do like to flip through my... I like to flip through my Civil War encyclopedia book here. And look at the section that they have on like 1861 in general. Yeah, they really just kind of skip over everything. blockading the South. Missouri and Kentucky. Indeed, Missouri was no stranger to sectional violence. The state's role in the problems of bleeding Kansas across the border in the 1850s, where its pro-slavery settlers battled free soilers, had become a prologue to the Civil War. Nevertheless, Union sentiment in the territory had great strength, and nearly 3/4 of the white Missourians who served as Civil War soldiers fought for the Union. Really? I didn't know that. I'm from the state of Missouri. The ferocious guerrilla war in Missouri produced the notorious James brothers, Jesse and Frank. Yeah. Confederate bushwhackers from Clay County, where I was born and raised. That's right, the town of Liberty, Missouri. That's where the first daylight bank robbery ever occurred by Jesse James. All right, I think they're trying to flank to come down and take Memphis, is I think what they may try to do down here. So let's bring our Navy to here. Make it a double time and just do nothing. We're gonna protect against that anyway, right? We've got our fort here. Boy, yeah, these two forces are sure kind of... I'm just so surprised that they're making these moves in the wintertime, y'all. That is a big surprise to me. Uh-oh. We didn't lose the stream. No. We're good. We're good. So, man, it is snowy out east. And we're just going to be waiting on plenty here. This is winter in the Civil War, gentlemen. Plenty of waiting. All right. I'd say at this stage we are playing the old waiting game for the most part. Playing the old waiting game for the most part. Man, I'll tell you. Yeah, we're already in the orange over here. Damn. Okay. We're going to need to get all the way back into friendly territory. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. These armies here are going to get caught out. They might have thought they were sneaking one past me there. Now they're going to get caught out in the snow. Fine, just standing here in our cozy environment. Forest cavalry out here. Going to keep an eye out. We still managed to hang in double B+, thank God. Oh, and we needed to talk too about how we're going to use so we need to also we need to do training manuals right here. And we need to do logistics reforms, right? That is going to be really important because that brings down transportation and supply costs. And that's going to, you know, anything that makes it all less expensive is going to be big for us, I believe anyway. The way that we're going to use the ag money is to do a little bit of European relations, not with the addition of more subsidy money, but we're going to bake it in by doing it with this Cotton is King project. Okay? We're doing that. Boom. All right, I'm going to do that. Okay, and the reason I'm doing that instead of the building of the flour mill like I had talked about in Louisiana is because, and I didn't really know about this before, the whole run down to Mexico intervention. I think I'm going to go for it. How we doing, boys? Don't have anybody back just yet. He'll be at 30,000 at full strength. He's at 20,000 now. How are we looking? 148,000 for the Yanks. So they're going up bit by bit, adding troops. And that is men fielded. That's the other thing I think to understand. Here we go. The Department of the West now at 11,000. The Army of Arkansas, 12,000. They'll be losing troops too now that they're stuck out here in the wilderness. Hey, I see it. I see it. Okay. You know, that's how they can flank me, that's for sure. 5,000 men and 20 guns. There was, historically, there was a little campaign in West Virginia. I think McClellan took part in it. Hey, we got this iron mine again. The Army of the Shenandoah moved. Army of Pennsylvania. The Army of the Potomac is here. The Army of Northeastern Virginia is here. The Army of the Shenandoah, I don't know where they went. They must have gone up this way somewhere. They are trying to make moves here, it looks like. I wonder. Let's just check our intel on all this. Army Northeastern Virginia now has 13,000 men. Potomac has 19,000. Department of Pennsylvania, 25,000. Okay. I think that's still under Patterson. They're all down here. These guys, they don't really have much for me here, but they've got the Army of the Shenandoah. They're trying to kind of sneak around the flank. They're going to take Marietta. They're going to jump on a boat and come take Charleston. I would almost guarantee it. I think they're going to see if they can make a headway. I think they may do something tricky, like jump ships and come all the way down here maybe. AI is known to do shit like that. I'm going to take part of the Army of the Northwest. Say... yeah, I don't want to take a whole division. Let's take... 1, 2, 3. Do we have... We don't have very many experience... Okay, we've got 2 experienced brigades. Trapier. Let's do him. Okay, and we're going to separate off a command under Major General George Porterfield, right? Okay. All right. And this will be Department of West Virginia. And he'll get a chance to go back and kind of retry out in West Virginia what he was doing before. Let's send Imboden with him as well. Let's send a battery with him. of 24-pound howitzers. And let's send 1 cavalry unit under Lawton. And with 5,000 men and 4 guns, Porterfield right here is going to head to Stanton first. Or rather, here first. Have to make part of the march in the snow. Then we're going to come all the way down around to Stanton. Or we'll come all the way down around out to kind of here, or outside of Lynchburg. We'll have to weaken the Army of Northwest Virginia a little bit, but you know, we'll deal with it. Let's be on the defensive. We won't do anything. There'll be a small army, so doubt they'll be doing too much. Okay, we're going to go with that. All right, here we go, gentlemen. On the move. Let's see, how much have we built up already in subsidies? Not that much. Not as much as we'd like. Okay, we lost them. Scout. I want to see them if they're coming from there. Let's scout. Cover the crossing. Right. 678, that's still not terrible. Hey, our income is up. Sales taxes are up. Fantastic. Subsidy funding for this iron mine's not quite there yet. We're going to get there, though. There we go. Here we go now. Tariff Act has passed. Tariff rates rising. European traders are shocked. The Confederate government has passed an act allowing large increases in the rates of tariffs imposed on foreign imports to the Confederacy. This act will increase the funds collected from mainly the European trading partners bringing their products to southern markets. While government funding is improved, at least in the short term, the European nations have been left stupefied by the attack on their trade, and reports indicate that sympathy for the Confederate cause is decreasing in Europe. Confederate businesses, on the other hand, welcome the tariffs with open arms, as it helped domestic products to compete with foreign goods. The plantation owners are in a state of shock, as low tariffs were previously used to keep the demand for southern cotton in Europe high. Maybe you sense a bit of a common thread. We don't have a whole lot of subsidy going out to our plantation owners. We are pissing off the people in all of the biggest markets that serve that our plantation owners serve. We're not going to go with the industrialized South, really. We may have to kind of lean that way. I've seen folks who have jumped into the chat and talked about how, look, there's nothing you can do. You got to industrialize. By God, part of what we are going to prove is that at least in this grand game, the South can win and keep the agriculturally based economy intact and get rid of slavery. I swear to you, it is what I want to accomplish. We may have to go to war with Europe first, though. I mean, you know, we'll see. Let's get into this. Right? Okay. Oh, we got to wait for the day to turn over. That's right. Always got to wait for the day to turn over. Get the Department of West Virginia on the move. Yeah, this will be slow. Boy, oh boy, I think they got themselves in a real pinch right here. I think Forrest needs to go on a little self-imposed mission up the state borderline. And we'll do some scouting up around here. Go ahead, man. Roads aren't great, but he's cavalry. Here we go. Henry McCulloch trying to get the Army back in shape again. Got a lot of disabled troops. A lot of furloughed troops. Yep, I'm gonna let private industry do it for me, brother. Brad, I hear you. I do. Look at that credit rating, my man. It's not even 1862 yet. And now here was something I promised to take a look at this. So let me just take a look at this, okay? Let's do this. Okay, it's gonna take how much? 12 million, big ones, to build a farm, to build a mill. 8.1 million. Okay, we could afford that. Let's go ahead. We were going to build a mill down here, right outside Monroe. Let's go ahead and let's get a mill going there. Right. Oh, wait. Let me just make sure my labor force makes sense here. And by the way, that is one thing I encourage everybody to continue watching for. So slavery, yeah, we had a bunch of slave labor there. And then, where was the workforce? That's it. And we got a bunch of guys in Vicksburg. So yeah, this is a solid location. Probably put it right over here near the railroad, as a matter of fact. So let's go right there. Boom, 8.1 million. Hopefully that doesn't send us over the edge. We'll build a mill there in Louisiana. That'll help. That'll help. Okay, we definitely need to go. Boom. We wasted a day or half a day with that. Don't love it. Not ready for a project there yet. Okay. Yeah, mainly a stalemate here, gents. This winter march is going to take it out of the Department of West Virginia. They've got quite a few sick troops, it looks like, but they're making the march. It's frozen over a cold, cold December after Christmas. And then there's upgrading of the farms too, yeah. We need those guys because they'll have the resources we need to put together provisions. 100%. Just don't have the money. Just, spending it ourselves. We can't, as the government, we gotta rely on them, the private sector. We gotta rely on them to do a lot of it because we gotta be spending a whole bunch of our money trying to fight the damn war. Yeah, we're trying to get moving here. We're in the red already. This winter campaign of Robert Ransom Jr. up here, not going great. He's got enough supplies, but they got to get back to friendly territory. We did raid that iron mine up there So that was useful for sure. Mm. 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 Get back. Okay, so he's camping. Fine. Yep, he didn't force march. Always moving and looking, always moving and looking. I do kind of wonder. I don't think that they've built enough new naval ships to, I mean, what they would do, I think, if they were to do anything, and I'd probably, so we've got a level 2 here, right? Yeah, we upgraded that one quick. I just don't think they have enough to hammer this thing into submission as quickly as they'd like. And I think that may be the very first thing that they do right there. I would say we're in a little bit of a race against time with that, is to try to get our ironclads ready to roll before the Yankees have enough power to reduce this and flank everything down through here and around Richmond. All right, now let's jump on trains and let's head to here. Right there. Although I don't think they're not gonna take trains the whole way. I guess it'll be fine. I guess it'll be all right. Somebody was out of... Colonel Armstrong recovered. Severe wounds in the battle is recovered. Ready to continue his service. That was the other thing. I keep trying to look for Jackson. Right? He was a colonel, I think. Let's go wounded. Still wounded. Man, he has been in need of a long recovery, man. And then everything is going down. Jackson, if we have a Confederate campaign without Jackson, that is a damn travesty. Here we go. Yanks invading this area here. They are bold. They are boldly going. Okay, since they're headed that way now, I think I'll take the Navy and bring it right here. Now we can see them try to come over this way if they want. It'd be kind of funny if they did. I think they could travel on these rivers if they really, really wanted to. Some Union moves in wintertime here, gents. That's not typical. Officer rehabilitated. Colonel Frank Armstrong. Okay. All right. All right. I think that was like an artillery commander or something. Yeah. Really don't get this move in the snow. Don't understand why they didn't just stay on the train around Manassas right there. But, hey, babe, it be what it be. It be what it be. How long we got? 24 more days, 49 more days, 17 more days. Okay. How long we got? 88 days, 33 days, 2 days. Brian's brigade is never coming back. $25 days, 42 days. Okay. So we'll get everybody back in plenty of good time. Should anyway. Okay. We had one army move, the Department of the Ohio. I think that's McClellan right there. 15,000 troops that are headed this way. Okay. Yeah, I think they may come down through here and target Salem is what I think they may do. If that's what they want to do, this idea about an offensive by General Pillow is looking more and more attractive. Can't lie to you. A late winter offensive into Kentucky. That'll put a stop to whatever it is that they're cooking here. That's my guess. How we looking? How we looking? Training manuals, baby. That's what we want. Gonna be getting there, gonna be getting there, gonna be getting there. Gotta love our support. Still real high. Ah, dang, they're still winning the war, though. Don't love that. Got 4,409 guns there under Robertson. There is that fort. Chance we could get away with taking Robertson and bringing him to Salem. Just no telling. Yeah, this march is tough on these guys. Forrest has arrived. Ah. Johnson. Oh. That's right. It's Forrest's cavalry under Albert Sidney Johnson officially. Whatever. Whatever. These guys desperately trying to get back home. It's as bad as could be for them. 1st Indian Cav, they're not having a good time out here. They are able to sustain themselves, though. We're left with about 13,000 men there, 12,521 guns. Sure. Sure. 149,000. Okay. 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 As long as they don't have us 2-1, right? That's pretty much, you know, when they have us 2-1 on manpower, men fielded, that's when we are going to need to be a little worried. The other one was spending a little money. We're already level 2 here and here. Spending a little money on something down here, maybe. Wow, no, these forts are... Sheesh. These forts are good. Level 2 forts all over the place. Shoo! How about over here? Yep, level 2, level 3, level 2. Here we go. Fort Walker. That could be upgraded. How much would that cost me, though? 28 million. No, sir. No, sir. That we do not have money for. Oh, would you look at that? Shit. Oh, boy. We didn't want that to be that high. 30%. 32% tariff. So we rolled out the tariffs incorrectly. I should have been there for that. We let a few too many days go by with that, but that's fine. Our tariff revenue is going to go way up. Our government revenue is going to go way up in the short term. It helps our credit rating, float our credit rating, at least for a little while. Oh, shit. The next thing I wanted to make sure I did was, before we raise tariffs real high, was to make our next order of Augustines if we're ready to do it. No, we're not. So, okay, fine. We do have 5.5 thousand of them now, though. We have 1.1 thousand Springfield rifle muskets. No unit's small enough to take them, but we've got 8,000 Lorenzes now. So I'd say we could probably go ahead and start handing more of those out to our Eastern Army. Let's go to Magruder's wing. Let's take a look. Let's go... Archer Daniels Brigade. Get some Lorenz rifles. Moten's Brigade. The engineers will get some. Ewell's wing. Ewell's troops are probably, this is probably my best corps, my best group of soldiers. Let's give these boys some Augustine rifled muskets. Same with these boys. Bingo. See, that's, you let a little time go by. We'll give the engineers Lorenz's, good. These boys are already armed with Lorenz Mississippi rifle, Springfield musket. Let's do it. I don't care if they've deserved him or not. We have enough now. Kind of here for our armies in the East, at least. Okay? And I think that that actually will make... because I think the AI knows... The AI kind of scans your armies. I learned that. Ooh. Oh, there's where they were headed. Okay, McClellan came down here to the Cumberland Gap with 14,000 men and 9 guns against Fort Leisure and the Knoxville Defense Force. It's unclear who's going to win this one. Interesting. So, I would say we need to hurry this up. We need to get on the move out here. I think we need to do something about this. I feel like we need to do something about this. Leave Blanchard here with the division. Ugh, and we only have Zollicoffer. No, leave Zollicoffer here. And then take the rest of the army on an attack up toward Bowling Green. Oof. Let's see here. Do we do this? Do we do this? Do we do this? That is the question. We just have so many troops out on furlough. I think McClellan may be able to take that fortress over at the Cumberland Gap. I think we got to do this. Okay, Zollicoffer is going to be under the command of... No, not Frank Armstrong. No. So, we need to probably promote Zollicoffer, right? He's already a major... Okay, so we'll replace him. So, our... Colonel Hardy is going to be promoted to Brigadier General. All right. And then he is going to be replaced by an artilleryman. Boom. William Pender. Let's do it. All right. Zollicoffer will then be replaced by Hardy. If we can do that. Yep. Boom. And then Deschler will be replaced by Zollicoffer. And Zollicoffer will have the Department of Nashville. Boom. And they will stay put while the Army of Tennessee moves north on the attack using the railroad. We need to do this now. I think this is part of what they wanted to do, was try to smoke me out. Here we go. We've got a winter campaign in the making here, gentlemen. There we go. Now they're doing their second, third, fourth rate steam, so they'll be able to crank ships out in pretty big numbers. Still making this march down to this damn railroad. This is key. We really can't allow them to break through this siege here. If they take this area and that iron mine, we're going to be in some trouble. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Gideon Pillow and his boys, about 18,000 strong with 39 cannon. A lot of troops still furloughed. The Army of Tennessee is on the move once more, gentlemen. Holy schmacks. What are we going to get now? We're going to get up here first, that's for sure. You want to smoke us out? We'll oblige. Weather's not too bad up here. Here we go. The new year in Bowling Green for Gideon Pillow and his grognards of the West. We're going to spend a day or so here. Let's get a little intel. 9,500 men. And another 15,000 that would join in. We're going to go defensive for just a quick bit. These guys would really... I've seen it once. I'm nervous because in my last... Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Officer rehabilitated. James Canty. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Okay, intelligence report. They're working on Diplomacy 1. And recruit agents. Oh, okay. 5 new ships started. No new brigades. No new brigades. Look at that. No new brigades, gentlemen. I saw some guys in the chat talking about how they're going to add like 50,000 troops over this next year. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Yuck Food Tube's right about what we should do with that West Virginia force. I think we should come over to Knoxville. And I think we'll have that situation solved for the most part. They are carrying out offensive operations. Okay, cool. Plus, economy cycles recovery, below average decreasing. Yep. Tax revenues increased. Yes. 1 fort, 1 market, 1 mill. Volume. Yeah, let's go with here. Imported. So we're still outstripping demand everywhere, and our trade balance is still solid. Right? We're at plus 140 million now income. Very good. This will help float our credit rating pretty well. All we got to do is we got to get these guys to a damn railroad. We need to get to where we are, pretty much where we are. We need to order a stop. Boom. Wilson's got it. $2 super chat. Hey, thank you, man. 62 is the CSA's year. I want to believe that that's going to be the case, brother. I really want to believe that that's what's going to happen here. Oh, God, this is such a crappy deal because it's going to be tricky getting these guys over to where we want to try to get them to. The AI knew that too. So let's go ahead and let's bring them to here by train. Go. And hopefully it's just not a total headache trying to make those guys move where we want them to. Looks like they're pulling back. No, they're coming at me. All right, fine. Let's go. Let's go. Pillows boys are ready. We got another battle going to happen outside of Bowling Green, looks like. With Gideon Pillow and his Army of Tennessee once more. We'll see if the Army of the Mississippi wants to tangle here for rail. My guess is they're going to come down. They're going to try to knock our readiness into the orange. That's what they're doing so that they can continue this operation in the Cumberland Gap and take that fort. These guys are going to be really important to what we've got going on there. See, AI is going to find a hole somewhere. They're going to find a hole and they're going to try to poke it. And they're coming right after my most important resource right here. Also, I think there's a chance weakening this force. Hey, no, we still have control of this iron mine. Fantastic. Okay, good deal. So they're sending stuff our way. So that makes this a little less of a problem. Here we go. All right, they're doing this thing again. How much artillery ammunition we got here? 97%. Let's go at them. Beautiful. I'm fine with it, guys. I just want to defeat them in a battle. I want to open up their rear with Pillow. I want to put a stop to this if I can as an insurance measure. And Pillow needs to beat them and beat them badly is what needs to happen here. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. I need to beat them, and I need to beat them bad. I need to still be in the yellow. That way I can move into the rear of McClellan's force right here, if need be. There we go. There we go. And then the other thing to do maybe would be, once we get these reinforcements over here, is to launch a battle right here. But then again, ooh, shoot, shoot, shoot. See, now we're leaning over toward the Union. 2 casualties, 2 brigade combat. We're not broken with anybody. We are with Stahl's battery, though. Routed. That's not great. That's the fort guns, right? So that's why we're in a little trouble right there. So we need to take little river transports now and rail. We need to get Porterfield over here with his 4 cannons. And then we'll probably do a battle here. And hopefully we're not going to have major problems. Yeah, man, they got us. Shit. We have to stop this march. Here comes the Army of the Ohio. They want to attack me here? Fine. Let's go defensive. Let's go nothing. Let them come. Let them come at me. See how long it takes for these guys to get across the bridge right there. They're going to be in the orange. McClellan! McClellan! Look at McClellan right here. How about that? You got to hand it to old George B. He seems to have outfoxed us right here. If he takes this fort from us, that's going to be a major issue. There's no doubt about it. We're going to have to build another one. We need Pillow's army to recover, really. All right, this fort's built. These boys, Zollicoffer. Let's send them by rail around. Okay, we need to go first by rail to here. Okay. Then by rail up. And we need to try and reinforce quick. I don't know what you'd call this, kind of the Cumberland campaign here in wintertime, 1861-62. Looks like we've got a unit that routed. Ooh, they do. Okay, one of their cavalry units routed. Good deal. Still looks like they're going to win it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, was it somebody said the 4,755th Battle of Bowling Green? Another campaign up here in central Kentucky, south central Kentucky, pits Pillow once again against these 2 coordinating armies in central Kentucky. Will be outnumbered once again. Pillow's been outnumbered almost the entire time. We'll be in the yellow readiness. Will probably push us into the orange in this battle no matter what happens. Oof. And here goes. Here goes nothing. Guys, I'm going to set this bad boy up. Yeah, this go. So Buell is in command now, huh? We'll have 18,000 at our command here. And a little winter fighting, man. Yeah, the AI really, if their aggression level is elevated, the AI does not stop. Ooh. Yeah, they're only starting with 10,000. We really ought to not wait. They are green. They are eager. We'll have 9.4 to use on entrenchments of one kind or another. Their reinforcements are here, it looks like. Shit. So we had bad intel. Where are they coming from? Up there. Okay. I do believe this is another one of those randomly generated maps. We fought a smaller battle here with Pillow's, also with Pillow's army. I remember that. It was against a small detachment, pretty much. But boy, oh boy, I tell you, we could use the town if we could get there. My guess is they'll be coming straight through town. They'll cross one of these 4 crossings here. And we can put the whole army out. Like so. I'm thinking we take the town. With skirmishers. It's just wide open out here. Stony Bluffs. Yeah, that's interesting. So at the Stone Rook Farm, you've got Stony Bluffs. So, very interesting. If we did that, and then if we did that, kind of like that, and Bragg's division, for now anyway. Hayes cavalry again, important in the last battle, that's for sure. January 4th, 1862. I mean, see, here's the problem with this whole plan. We need to get troops here to cover the South Road, right, and the railroad right here. If they wanted to try to flank me, I'd be able to observe them doing it. But this whole idea about Stony Bluffs right here, taking over, we basically set up a position at Stony Bluffs all along here. And it runs all the way, I think, to here, with Hayes on the flank covering this little stream and the bomb ball farm, right? So it's kind of like we'll have Blanchard move out. We'll have the Stone Rook farm be kind of our little defensive bastion, I think. Here, this orchard, let's go ahead and build some breastworks kind of along here. Boom. Like that. Okay. And let's see, what else? That's that flank kind of there, like that. I think we'll have these guys. They'll end up just making that move straight away. Bragg is going to be here. Buckner is going to take positions up here for starters. Like so. Let's take these guys, get their skirmishers out, have them be here. Let's have Bragg stay in the center. We just that's a long line. That's the problem. That's a long line. We probably should just go ahead and stop screwing around. We'll leave these guys back here at these entrenched positions, but I think we probably are better served by moving forward to the crossing points, guys. I don't want to overcomplicate things, really. Trouble is we got to use this one road, really. So we'll do that right there. These two batteries could fit, say, here. Boom. And the other one right here can go behind these boys. And then right's battery next to this cav. Kind of like that. Boom. Hayes Cav goes forward into the orchard a little bit. They'll be let's get scouts out. Might be good to put him kind of out here on the right. Is it what might be good? Let's maybe put him here. He'll take this trail across over here. Kind of out this way and around this way. But otherwise, the main body is going to guard the crossing points here, here. We'll set up a line kind of like around the same area we did last time. Most likely here. So I think that's how we're going to start, gentlemen. I think that's probably what we're looking at here to start with. Let's have Little. Let's have him come over here. Right there. Got the guns there. Matter of fact, Little will go ahead and build himself some more entrenchments right here. Wait a minute there. Okay, let's back him up. Now, let's build some entrenchments right here. Right there. Right? Yeah. Right into him. Right there. Come on now. Right there. Boom. Excellent. And we'll put him on there like that. We have a nice line. Entrenched right there. Right near the victory point. Kind of camping, and that's fine. Then maybe I'll do kind of like I did the last time, and we'll dig ourselves a line of entrenchments that covers all this, but I don't know if we'll have time. For now, boom, it's nearly 1:30. Bragg's division comes straight up to here. Blanchard's division goes straight over to here for starters. And we'll lay out some precise deployments as we go here. I would say we could take Walker's guns. Once we've got all this infantry up and placed, we'll probably move artillery forward. Let's go 5 times. And then Pillow himself, excuse me, he's going to stay back here. Okay, then Hayes gets his order. We're going to come around to Miss Pearman farm. Go, go, go. Oh, the wintry weather, gentlemen. The wintry weather. You gotta love it. These boys, they're cold. All right, let's go here. Right there. You boys, right there. You boys, you come on all the way over to here. You boys, right here. Should go right there. Fantastic. Oh my God, this weather, man. They're never going to know what hit them. They're never going to know what hit them. I would say Anderson with his plains rifles send some skirmishers out. It'll go get in the town. We'll do that with multiple units here. Stony Bluff, yeah, there it is. Okay, let's take Walker's artillery. Let's put it right here. We'll do the same thing with Anderson's. Anderson's artillery needs to be up toward the front. We're going to bring them here. Okay. These guns under Remser are going to be over here as well with some of the other ones that we've got. Beautiful. Skirmishers out. Get in the town. Run there, boys. The railroad bridge, that's where I expect to see the Yankees try to get across here and attack. We'll get some skirmishers in the town. It's terrible weather. Here's the thing. I'm not sure the Yanks are going to cooperate and try to actually attack the victory location. And when I say cooperate, I mean it would be best if we can crush this first division of troops or this first army of troops before the next one gets on. That would be good. Pillow and his army in the whipping winter wind. Let's get another battery right here. All right. Buckner. Okay, let's detach these artillery from Buckner real quick. Boom. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your prayers. We'll have Hayes covering there. Oh, they've got some pontoon bridges they can build right here. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe the old... So it would be maybe Raymer's Rise that would be better? We'll have Buckner Sr. send his division to this edge of Stony Bluff. Like that. Right there. Don't see any Yankees. Don't see any clouds of dust just yet. Yeah, we're going to have the cavalry right here. Once they get around. Hayes is coming around, and he's going to push down the road. We're going to have troops right there. We'll also have this infantry here. They'll be watching. More here. These guys, I'm going to have them start building some breastworks right here. Boom. Okay. Ah, okay. There was a race to those buildings, and that other group of skirmishers won. Now, can we get into here? Nope. Damn. God, this weather is just awful. Pillow's men. None too pleased, I'm sure, at this task. Let's go ahead and take this group of infantry and lay them down after we get some skirmishers out. Guns look good there. These skirmishers go here. Boom, pow. Build, build, build. Oh, this is the wrong unit to have guarding here, I think. Plains rifles with their skirmishers here. Go. Run, run, run. Springfield rifled musket. We need to bring these skirmishers here. Run, 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 run. Okay, it's not bad. They do have a nice little defensive position on the railroad embankment right there near the ford, and that's fine. Again, Springfield muskets here. And now you see our defensive line coming together. Smith, why don't you go ahead, bring yours back. Good, Buckner Sr., how about you come on over? Double time, my man. So we'll probably wait it out till the following morning, I'm guessing anyway. Oh, here they come. Okay. Okay, I don't see them making a move for these pontoon bridges right now. Right, they're the ones that have to force the crossing. Works in our favor. Hayes is going to get his order now to come to here. All right. All right. Should be able to hold them up a little bit. But Pillow, I think, has found his army a good spot here. He's going to go to the wheel works facility and move forward with his men just a little bit here. Uh-oh. Are we still up? Are we still up? Okay, we're still up, I think. I was worried. Had me worried. We're still alive, right? Yep. I think. It's looking a little funny on my phone, I'm not going to lie. It has been kind of that way all night. It's a little late. We might have to straddle this battle over another stream, gentlemen. Set it up, and then fight it in the next one. Maybe. Here we go. Yankees are approaching. Yankees making their approach here. That's so weird. Yeah, I hope you guys didn't lose me. But I'll tell you what, this is a good spot to go ahead and save it. Oh, wait, okay, so I guess we're still alive. We're still alive. Yeah, okay. Oh, thank goodness you guys are still there. Excellent. All right, here they go. So they're going to try to force the crossing over here. We're not going to let them. Let's get this brigade over here. Double time. Dead of winter time. Holy cow. Got this attack from the Yankees. Tough spot. Okay, we need to bring these guys forward. Okay, and then these guys, they've got planes rifles. We need to go. Don't worry about cover. We're just going to stand them right there. Go. Double quick. Planes rifles across the bridge there is going to be key. Huge. It's going to be huge. Let's go. Yep, there's good. There's good. Here they come across this ford right here. That's where they're, you guys are right. The guys are talking about that. We're going to have Ruggles come on out. They've got Springfield rifled muskets with Ruggles here. And you'll have Blanchard's division getting contact over here. Let's go. Perk for Ruggles. Let's go deadly volley. Here we go. Posey with a perk. Okay, let's find him in the OOB. Boom. Posey. Sharpshooters. Yep, let's do it. Fantastic. Let's lay down and open up from behind, boys. There we go, there we go, there we go. Fantastic. All right, now we're covering the crossing. Ruggles is going to be there. They've got troops in the town now. They're going to have a little trouble with us in here, it looks like. Let's go ahead and bring Artie up to here. Let's bring this battery up. And let's bring them up to here. Boom, double time and limber. That'll get you there quicker. These guns are firing over here good. Gilbert Wright with... oh, that's funny. Sometimes a little buggy thing happens there where the artillery shows up. 6-pound field gun's good. Forward. Little tactics, little tactics. Ruggles moves ahead with his Springfield rifled muskets. Behind his skirmishers right here. You're going to want to stay in contact. Ruggles going to cover that crossing with everything he's got. Ooh, Yanks having a tough time kicking me out of the town right here. They're fighting at the church. They got fights all over the place. I don't see them trying to make for this crossing just yet. We got some troops lined up here. Looks like they're going to bring a division here and kind of line them all up. Can they force their way across? That is the question. Here comes Hayes. His next order comes out. Boom. Here we go. I was worried that I lost you guys. For some reason, to get back into the chat, I'm having to... I'm having to jump back into my... For some reason, it's looking funny on my phone, and I may have a harder time keeping up with you guys in the chat as a result of this whole situation here. We'll see. Let's have these skirmishers. Let's have them come across. Kind of in this orchard right here. Got a nice little battle going on here across the ford. Oh, it's frozen solid. Can these guys come across anywhere they want? Oh, snap, guys. I forgot about this. Okay. Ah, look at that, guys. Oh, no. Okay, we got our order in there. Let's fall back. Okay, let's get some skirmishers out to tussle with this cavalry right here. They're going to try to make for this crossing. These frozen conditions aren't going to help us. I'm actually okay with them going where they're trying to go. Fall back, Ruggles. Good to have this artillery where I put it. Anderson, how about you? Yeah, cover that. Cook's brigade may try to force a crossing there. Okay, you stop building and instead open fire. Do that. Double time. Go, go, go. They're going to try to force a crossing with cavalry there. Going to hit them. Men running across the ice. How about that, gentlemen? Didn't exactly see that coming. Let's bring these boys forward in a charge move. Let's go. How's Ruggles doing? Still stable. Still taking heavy casualties, it looks like, from this cavalry. Let's go ahead and get these guys engaged with them again. Let's have Coleman out here. Extend this flank. Go. Let's take our boys here and rally. Hayes, come on now. Here he comes. Double time, buddy. Scouts in. Ferocious fight between Ruggles and this cavalry right here. Ruggles is getting the better end of it, I do believe. Now, we're going to charge them out with Hayes cavalry. Once again, Hayes has been a key for us. Come on up. Here's Hayes cavalrymen coming up on the flank of this enemy unit of cavalry that has been trying to force the crossing over the ice. Yeah, come up, pour it into them right there off of their horses. Let's dismount. Get back in loose order. We're going to cover that crossing. There we go. We got them in a bind right there. Excellent. Okay, we're behind our breastworks here with Anderson's troops. Looking good, looking good. Fire. Oh, they've got artillery here. Let's go here. Don't wait to engage at close range. Yeah, let them come all the way around there. That's fine. Here they come across the frozen river here. Let's get some skirmishers back out. Can't do it? Okay. Get them down there on the river, boys. Ooh, what a battle we have going here, gentlemen. Okay, we broke them over here. Buckner Senior's division. They just need to come back. And then I think we need to take Ruggles across. And we need to take Coleman across right now. And Hayes needs to go like that. And then we need these guns. Wolford's battery needs to come over here. Okay. Oh boy. They're just gonna try to fire from down in there. We've got our embankment. They got troops that are lining up against the ice. They're gonna attack the breastworks over here with Anderson. Head on. Ooh, this is an intense fight, gentlemen. These skirmishers, come on over this way. Run there. God damn it. Anderson's taking too many casualties here. Our left is about to get turned. Right's guns are in danger. Let's bring them back. This is just the first part of the enemy army, I think. Anderson needs to hang tough, and these guys need to fall back. Fire on them. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Ooh. Posey looking good. All right, now flip around and fire that way. Shit, Anderson's broke. These guns gonna need to pull back. Fire and pull back. These guns gonna need to fire and pull back at some point. Let's get these skirmishers on these breastworks if we can. Go. And that's a lost resilience route for Anderson, pretty sure. As this frosty, icy battle continues, we'll get Blanchard's division across the river here. We got to counterattack this thing over this way. We've been marching and counter-marching all day with Buckner Sr. His troops are probably, well, they're rested, exhausted, exhausted. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're going to have to fall back. And I think we're going to have to fall back right there. These guns are going to have to limber up and get on out of here. Go, go, go. Anderson's out of there. These guns are done. Those crews are out. These guys are not in great shape here for the Yanks. We are falling back effectively here, so we've contested the crossing. I would say, successfully thus far. And now we've got Blanchard across over here. Excellent. So these cav now. Let's dismount them. Yep, you got it. Blanchard's division here. And Buckner Sr. is going to be our real saving grace. Let's go, boys. Get the hell out of there. Bonham, get the hell out of there. Yeah, trying to catch up with what you guys are saying in the chat. Here we go. There we go. So they'll start turning our left here. Okay, okay. Back we go. Back we go. Pillow, a little bit on the back foot. Let's get these boys with skirmishers out right here. Boom. Let's bring these guys over to fight fire with fire. Let's go right here. Go, go, go. Skirmishers out. Open fire. Advance. And here too. We are still in the town. So we got that going for us. Yeah. Brown, still doing good right up here. I think they're having a tough time down on the ice right there. Okay. Say these guns, about time for them. Let's go ahead and pull right on back to here. Bonham, time for him to get some skirmishers out and to pull back to right about there. Let's get some skirmishers back out from here. Let's let these guns fall back to there. These skirmishers are going to engage right here. Right there. And we'll fall back with them. All right. We'll have a counterattack coming for sure. When we get Buckner Smith's troops in position right here, damn it. Right there. Try to get them right as they're coming across. See if we can do it. See if we can do it. Yeah, boys, the AI is sneaky smart, man. Sneaky smart. Let's go. Unlimber. Okay, we're doing all right over here. Nugent. He's got some guns that are a bit of a problem. Let's try to go get him. And let's lay down with these boys out front. Nope, they're not going to do it. We got 2 brigades over here pushing them. So this pressure over here should help us. Here we go. Let's have this artillery unit start shooting over here. Kind of moving up a little bit. Advance these boys. Yeah, keep it up right there. Let's get some skirmishers back out. Okay, we already do. Fire, fire, fire. looking good here. Excellent. This is doing all right. Okay, fantastic. We got fire going in there. Let's go to here on an advance. Let's lay these boys down if we can. Bang, open fire from behind. And bang, open fire with the cavalry right here. Go, go, go. There we go. Blanchard saved the day. Blanchard and the Cav. Maybe we'll be able to squeeze them, boys. Got them right where we want them. All right, these guns, we're going to shift here. A little moving slow because they're so tired. It's really all up to Blanchard out here. Let's go, man. Get on in here. Help your boys out. They're falling back. Stay on them. Stay on them. Stay on them. Stay on them. All right, they finally made it up out of the ice here. A little bit. Oh, and they're falling back, it looks like, right there. Okay, fine. Get some skirmishers back out. Good, good, good. All right. We got Buckner Senior's division on the move. Stay on them, by God, stay on them. Get your skirmishers out. We'll squeeze them, we'll squeeze them. Squeeze them down, gentlemen. Oh, hey, Perks, Walker. I never see it, man. Boom. Let's do skilled laying. Thank you, thank you. Oh, they're gonna have a tough time here, I think. I think Nugent's gonna break here soon. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. Blanchard is the savior. We're going to keep them from turning our flank and going for the objective right here. That's the good news. It's going to be dark pretty soon, though. We'll redeploy. For sure. All right, broke them. Fantastic. Let's bring our skirmishers back in. Let's go steal these guns right here. Let's bring our skirmishers back in from here. There we go. End of day, right? So they're going to get reinforced. And I would say... Okay. We're probably going to pull back. Although, I don't know. It's going to be 0800 the following morning. Okay, yeah, we're not going to have a choice. We're going to have to pull back. Okay. So, and we don't even have... They're going to get the rest of their army on, it looks like. They've got everybody now. Let's put the army back together again. Anderson's going to be back. Blanchard with some success the day before. Gotta like that. Bragg. Still got plenty of troops here, gentlemen. Ramseur's guns. The Bombaugh farm. This may be where the fighting is centered around on the following day. But I think we have to pull back because they're going to flank us. I feel almost certain. And the prospects of our little winter offensive in Kentucky may not be so great here. All right, how do we form a... See, they got this south road. I mean, I feel like everything that we could have done wrong, we've done wrong getting into this whole thing. God dang it. Oh, we can't get okay. Alrighty. So Buckner Sr.'s got the freshest troops, right? Lorenz, Springfield musket, Mississippi rifles. Okay, so I would say we have to probably set up another new defensive line that is here. Just cover the road, cross there. Boom. Okay. And boom. And another little breastwork right here. Like that. Boom. Okay. So we'll have that there. Then we'll have Bragg stacked up in the rear. Here. Right? Or there. Boom. And boom. Boom. With the guns right there. Like that. This battery goes here. These guys stay back here with Pillow. Anderson's going to probably just break right away, but we're going to put him out here. Let's have Bonham's Plains rifles here for now. Brown here for now. Posey in the entrenchments right there. And then I would say we may end up turning our right kind of around Stony Bluff here. Like kind of going more like this. And then bending it back down this way. Once we get into the start of this next day. I'd say maybe we take Bonham and we take him and put him in reserve over here. And this is one hell of a little salient over here. They're gonna come at that with everything they've got, I suspect anyway. These boys here. Just have these boys like that. Brown, get his skirmishers out, covering the guns. Posey, same thing. Okay, wherever they are. And we're just going to have to do our best here. Oh, they're up in the town. Got it. Okay. And then this brigade under Hayes, the cavalry. So Hayes will be the one, I think, to come out here. Maybe be right up in here. Okay, we'll bring him back to right here for now. We'll be mounting him up. And they'll come out, the cavalry will come out, and they'll try to take a position on the stony bluffs over there, because we're going to get flanked, I'm pretty sure. Boy, oh boy. What are we going to do? Pillow's army may be in some peril. Let's take a look at our casualty report here, gentlemen. Yeah, I think we're in a little trouble here. Okay. They've taken 9% losses. We've taken 8. Okay, we've gotten more of them than they've gotten of us, but not by a whole hell of a lot more. Their troops are greener than ours. And there we have it. Okay, very well. We're pushing play. Bingo. Okay, all right. Anderson, yeah, he's going to continue breaking. Knew that was coming. We'll let Bonham be here, ready to go. Hayes, he comes out right here. Double time on that. Okay, let's get skirmishers out everywhere. Those guys need to get their skirmishers back. Okay. Skirmishers out. Skirmishers out. And they're just going to come right across. It looks like the Yankees are. Let's see if we can get these skirmishers to come back. Smith on the breastworks. Hindeman on the stream. Doesn't look like he can shoot that far where he is. We'll have Hayes form a more of a column for now. I'm happy to let the Yankees come at me here a little bit. Pillow has a reputation to protect, of course. He can't just leave it to him right away. And of course, I regret to inform it is what it is. The boys, the time is what it is, and I'm afraid we're going to have to wrap it up right there. Gentlemen! Oh, God, I do love and hate having to be such a tease, but that's going to wrap it up for the stream tonight, gentlemen. It's pretty late. Old man's got to get up and work in the morning. We got daytime stuff we got to get done. It's been a lot of fun tonight trying to figure out what this situation is going to bring. Oh, my God, has the Yankee Army fooled us? Maybe so. We may be in a little bit of trouble in the campaign now. Gentlemen, it has begun. McClellan, they have gotten the best of us there. I hope not. Of course, I appreciate everybody taking the time tonight. All of your involvement, your participation and engagement in the chat tonight has been great. Even the criticism. Appreciate everybody for chiming in, of course. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. Hype on your mobile device. Subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the bell notification to find out the next time I drop a stream or vid for you. I am Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host. Humble and gracious, as always, bidding you a fond farewell. And on Thursday night, we will be back at it, I promise you, here with Grand Tactician, starting on day 2 of this battle that we're fighting right now.